Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel, Know About Embedded System. In today's video, we're going to understand what are the different operating modes available in the Cortex M3 processor. So let us start the video. Before starting the video, so if you're a new viewer to my channel, kindly subscribe my YouTube channel and gain the knowledge on embedded system. So let us start the video. So in ARM Cortex processor, we will have three operating modes. One is a privileged handler, one is a user, and one is a privileged thread mode. Like this, we have three modes. We will understand what all these and when they are going to execute. ARM Cortex M3 processor operates in basically two operating modes. They are called like this. One is a thread mode and one is a handler mode. So what do you mean by thread mode? Thread mode means basically whenever user program executes, that is called as thread mode. So this part, whatever you are seeing, this part, we have two operating modes. One is a privileged thread mode and one is a user thread mode. Whenever we execute a program, or especially the user program will execute in a two operating modes. One is privileged thread mode and one is user thread mode. So that's why thread mode is classified into two. One is a user thread mode, which is of unprivileged, and then we have privileged thread mode. What is the privileged and unprivileged? That also we will explore later. Then we have a handler mode. What do you mean by handler? Handler means whenever there is an interrupt, whenever there is an exception, or whenever there is a hardware fault. So obviously, whenever in that situation, the processor will enter into handler mode and it will serve some execution, or it will execute some code, and later it will come back to thread mode, whether it is a privileged or whether it's a non-privileged. Like that, basically, there are two operating modes, thread mode and handler mode. Then what is the definition of a privileged mode? We have seen in the here we have unprivileged and we have privileged. So what do you mean by this privileged and unprivileged? So privileged means the mode will have full access. The operating mode will have full access of peripherals, memories, and so on. So whenever your mode is having a full access, full memory, full instruction, full peripherals, then that is called as privileged mode. Okay, or now in this example, it's called as privileged thread mode. The next point, if you observe here, user mode, or it's also called as unprivileged mode. So observe here. So this is your user or unprivileged mode. So what do you mean by unprivileged mode? Unprivileged mode means there will be restrictions with the peripherals, and there will be restrictions with the instruction, and there will be restrictions with the memory as well. A limited access to the memory, limited access to the instructions, and limited access to the peripherals as well. Okay, so whenever user program is not required, any additional support or additional peripherals are not required, in that situation your processor will execute in a user thread mode. Okay, so initially whenever processor resets, it will enter into privileged thread mode, and based on the requirement, we have to configure. There is a register called as control register. Here you can see. So there is a one register is there that we have to configure, and whenever you do configuration for control register, processor will enter into user thread mode. It's also called as unprivileged mode. I hope you are clear with the privileged and unprivileged. So now let us understand what is a thread mode and what is handler mode. So thread mode means, already I told you, whenever user wants to execute a program, then processor will enter into thread mode. Thread mode is nothing but user application mode. Most of the time, whenever we want to execute a program, the program will execute always in a thread mode. Again, this thread mode are having two small classification. One is called privileged thread and one is unprivileged thread, or it's also called as user mode. So what do you mean by this privileged and unprivileged? Already I have explained. Whenever you want to have a full access, then that is called as privileged mode. Privileged means whenever memory, peripherals, full access is called as privileged. There is a restrictions like memory restrictions, instruction restrictions. In that situation, it is called as user thread mode. Okay, so now we will understand what it says in the theory part. So whenever we say thread mode, it's a primary mode. Most of the user-defined applications will be running on, and upon resetting of microprocessor, your thread mode will start executing. As already I told you, thread mode will allow both privileged and non-privileged. So what do you mean by privileged and non-privileged? We already discussed privileged and non-privileged. How it is possible to configure privileged and non-privileged? There is one special register. That register name is called as control register. It's a 2-bit register. This explanation already I have explained in the previous video. You can watch that video, and I will update the link in the description box. You can watch that video. So a 2-bit register called as control register that will control the mode. So in which mode processor has to run, whether the processor has to run in a control privileged mode or it has to run in a user defined mode or user thread mode. Okay, so all these things taken care by processor itself with the help of control register. So this is called as thread mode. What do you mean by handler mode? In the top you can see here the blue color block whatever seeing. So handler mode means whenever program is executing in the privileged mode or in an unprivileged mode, whenever there is an exception or whenever there is an interrupt, then the processor has to move to the handler mode. So this mode is automatically entered when processor needs to handle some exceptions or some interrupt. Okay, so whenever processor has to execute some handler mode, then processor will enter into the privileged mode. Always this handler mode will be in a full access mode. Privileged mode will be your handler will be full access mode. It's also called as privileged mode. Upon execution of a handler program, processor will go back either to user thread mode or privileged thread mode based on the. Now let us understand how the mode switch will happen with this flow diagram. So you know that already we have 3 states. One is a privileged, and one is a user, and one is privileged handler. So when you reset the processor will directly go to the privileged thread mode, or you can say privileged operating mode, and it will start executing. And whenever you want to execute application without any privileged requirement, that means whenever you don't want to have a full access mode, only normal user program, whenever you want to execute, the processor will enter into the user thread mode, or it's also called as non-privileged mode, with the help of control register. So we have to configure the control register here, which will limit our peripherals. Then what is the exceptional handling? So whenever there is an interrupt or whenever there is a hardware faults, we have to enter into exceptional mode, that is called as handler mode. So to execute the handler mode, it is possible from privileged thread mode as well and user thread mode as well. So both the way it is possible. And after execution of handler program, your processor will go back either to privileged thread mode or to the user thread mode based on the previous state. Okay. The last point, if you observe here, whenever you are let us assume you are executing the program in a user mode. I want to go back to the privileged mode. I want to go back to the privileged thread mode. Is it allowed? It is not allowed. That is why we have not shown any arrow here from user mode to privileged thread mode. It is not possible to move directly. But how we can go? We have to create an exception. That's called a software exception. We will create one software exception and move to the handler mode, and from the handler mode you have to go back to the thread mode. So that means you have to follow this path, create a exception, and from that exception you can go to the privileged mode. This is what here he is telling. Point number 5, returning to the privileged thread mode. User program is unprivileged thread mode and it cannot directly switch back to the privileged mode. It has to first initiate one software instruction or a software exception to enter into the handler, and from the handler you can move to the privileged thread mode. Okay, so these are all the operating modes. It's only 3 operating modes are there, but the important thing lies here in the privileged handler mode. So what is the beauty of this privileged handler mode? Our Cortex M3 processor will support 255 handlers. In our ARM Cortex M3 processor, it can generate totally 255 different types of interrupts. In that 16 exceptions are there, and then we have 240 interrupts are there. So totally we will have 0 to 255, 16 exceptions and 240 interrupts. So important thing is a privileged handler mode. So if you want to use all 255, that means we have to develop the code for all 255 handlers. Okay, so then you know that already. Privileged thread mode, full access, and non-privileged thread mode, it's called user mode, it's a limited access. Okay, so like this, 3 different operating modes which are available, but the privileged, so totally we have to write 255 different handler functions. I hope this video is clear to all. So with this, just I want to end my today's video. Click on like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel to gain more knowledge on embedded system. Let us meet in a next video.